Hey D, we were just talking to LeBron, obviously, about a lot of off-court things that are going on right now. I'm wondering what it's like for you. Has it gotten easier to kind of gather yourself and focus when you're getting ready to play a basketball game when there's a lot of sort of things in the world I mean, it seems like we've been in this situation in various ways for, many times over the past year. Does it get easier for you?
Um, I'm not sure exactly what LeBron was referring to. Um, haven't been really on social media like that, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But um, from a general standpoint, I think that when we're playing basketball, we kind of just lock in and do what we have to do and focus on the game. But when it's outside of that, then we lock into the real world. And like I said, I heard bits and pieces of what he was saying. I'm not sure what, but obviously we know that he's very, emotional and sensitive when it comes to those subjects, and so is everyone else. And uh, it doesn't get easier, um, until we are able to see change, and we still demand it. Obviously, a lot of guys aren't talking about it right now, but that doesn't mean that guys aren't still doing excuse me, everything that they're supposed to be doing to change the culture. So, uh, like I said, I'm not up to date on the news that you guys was talking to him about or what he was referring to, but
Yeah,
I'm sure that.
I'm sorry to put you in a bad position, AD. Well, we were talking a lot with LeBron and Wes, for example, about the Jacob Blake uh, news today that Kenosha County DA announced that there was going to be no charges filed against the officer who shot Jacob Blake. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, from that standpoint, obviously, it sucks. We as a community try to support the family and do everything we can to um, you know get justice for him, and for that to happen, it sucks for us. It feel like we let the family down. Um, and us, West being from you know Wisconsin, obviously it's his back home, his backyard, and same way with Rondo last year with Louisville. So it's a time where we wrap our arms around Wes and make sure he's okay, and do whatever we could to make sure that we can continue to honor Jacob Blake and his family, and um, hopefully things can change where you go back and have a retrial with the officer or something of that nature. But we continue to push the needle for change, and it's not going to stop us by playing basketball.
Dave?
Andy, first of all, the pocket pass, you dunked it tonight. You didn't go the floater. So,
I had a couple. Though. I had a couple though, Dave. Me and
uh,
Trez actually counting them out in the game.
when you start approaching a fourth quarter of a 1 point game, when you and LeBron are on the team, how do you go about whose turn? I don't know, maybe that's not the right term to
Yeah, I know
use,
what you
but
mean. Yep.
who's going to kind of take the thrust of the offense there?
We just kind of go into our pick and rolls. Um, if you go to our mid and sideline pick and rolls, and he's a great reader, and he makes the plays. If he got two guys on him, he makes the pocket pass or the skip pass. If he have just a big, he usually go and finish, or bring it back out and have the isolation basketball. So he's a great guy who knows how to read defenses very well, and it's our job to close the game, late in the fourth quarter, on both ends of the floor, not just on the offensive end. So we did a good job of that tonight.
Well, Anthony, how much stronger do you feel like your late game chemistry with LeBron is, even from last regular season when you guys were? I mean, it was pretty good then too, but you guys are still kind of learning each other. Does it feel a little more reliable that even if you're having a game like tonight, that you guys really couldn't collectively get it going, that there will be the ability? I hate to use the term flip a switch, but find it at the right moment.
Yeah, when you got playmakers and scorers on the floor, it's very easy for us. Uh, we don't really like to use the term, like you said, flip the switch. Um, you know, we want our switch to be on at all times. But it's good to have, like I said, guys who can make plays for us, especially late game, on both ends of the floor. And it starts with me and LJ, and like I said, his ability to pass the ball and read defenses is unreal. His IQ is very high, and we usually have the ball in his hands, and me and Dennis usually go mid game with our pick and roll, and late game is usually me and LJ, and we just make plays from there. But even when we don't got it, we know that late game is what we're going to go to. The ball in his hands or my hands, and we're going to live with that. Whether we make shots or miss shots, we're going to live with us making the plays for ourselves or others.
Last question, Leonardo.
Eddie, another great game performance by LeBron. As a teammate, does it still surprise you, or is it normal to see you this type of performance?
From him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not surprising at all. I mean, he's been doing this for now 18 years. It's crazy to see that he's doing it in his 18th year, but the numbers that he's putting up is not surprising. He's been doing it, and it's just a testament to the type of player he is. He puts in the work, practice, shoot around, pregame. He's constantly working on his body, getting his body right to go out there and put up those type of numbers. From rebounds to assists to scoring, and also things that don't show up in a stat sheet. So his leadership, getting guys together to learn this offense and this defensive schemes that we have, and hence is why he's one of the greatest to ever do it. If not the greatest. So it's good to be a witness of that for now my second year, in a couple years moving forward, to see how he continues to put on the show for us, night in and night out. It surprises no one on this team. He's been doing this for a long time, and it just seems like it's getting easier for him.